Good morning. We're getting things together. My housekeeper is about to come over, and I got a lot of shit to do. So she ain't been over here in like 2 weeks, and the house is fucking trash, big time. So, good morning, guys. I see you guys up early with me. Thank you. Just got Lamine off to school. And listen, it ain't too many times like I feel bad about dragging somebody, especially when they got my motherfucking name in their mouth. But I actually feel bad this time. I really do, because it's a lot. Because I guess what's difficult to process is how people view me, right? I got in this to do. Let me turn on the light so y'all can see me. Yesterday I was looking like goddamn Darth Vader with the fucking warped camera. I was like, why it's got me looking like Skeletor and shit? My husband was like, the way you hold the camera. I was like, I don't look like that, do I? He was like, no, Tasha, no. I gotta fucking turn the light on. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for the damn remote, the fan remote. But I'll go in here. But let me go here. So like I said, it's not too many times I feel bad about dragging somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do. I really feel bad about dragging him the way that I did. I know that I can be lethal. I know that. I know that if it comes to a battle of the tongue, I'm going to win. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's like misusing what I've been given to do, because I use my tongue, I use my mouth to make people laugh or to inform people. But cutting him down the way that I did, yeah, it's like, no, when you wrong, you should be able to apologize. There's nothing wrong with me apologizing at all. Okay? So and see, when I get sent a live, right, and everybody's telling me, I can show you the DMs, like, it was just him. I'm like, what's going on? So when I get in there and he's saying, oh, yes, she can go to jail, like, and you're supposed to be a lawyer, I'm like, are you serious? So you really on here? I felt like it was a gaslight for views. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, why is it that every time like there's a new YouTuber coming out, they use my name to kind of climb the charts? You see what I'm saying? I do news. I don't do news on none of them. I can care less. But if we can get petty, we can get petty. You understand what I'm saying? And so this ain't the first time like I was in a live when somebody sent it to me, like during that Carter case, and he was just kind of spitting off the top of his head. And I was just like, well, I thought you were an attorney. You should know how things work. If I don't have a strong case, I don't have a strong case. But anybody that's in a litigation is going to say or tell people, hold on for a second, that they have the best case. I need to take this goddamn screen protector off this shit. Is gonna think that they have a bad case. But for him to base my case and him claiming to be a lawyer off of so like two cases don't speak for the other. These are two very different cases. And for him to rope in both cases, I was just like, but you're an attorney. You're an attorney. Like, you should know how to differentiate between the two cases. And so that's and when I saw that, and then when people were sending me the live yesterday, he was saying I can go, what the fuck can I go to jail for? And if people really use common sense, I mean, any attorney, you know what I'm saying? I have attorneys, I have friends that are attorneys. I have 3 sets of attorneys that work for me. I almost said 3 like this, y'all. I have 3 sets of attorneys that do very different sets of work. Okay. And so, yes, I'm knee deep in with the attorneys that I have now. And there were certain things that was done on my part out of ego, okay, that caused a lot of this stuff to get further than it should. But at the end of the day, I do not regret being in litigation with Cardi B at all. Whether I did a countersuit or not, this is my brand, and I'm going to fight for my brand. You understand what I'm saying? And so, but when it comes to the countersuit, that was bullshit. That was utter fucking bullshit. And any attorney would have said to any client with a case like mine that was trying to basically be, oh, you could be petty, I could be petty too. And that's why I said I could have easily had her stuff dismissed, but there was a lot of reasons as to why I chose to proceed, and a lot of it was out of ego. You understand what I'm saying? So, but back to the story at hand. I'm very transparent about what the fuck I got going on. So anybody out here saying they speaking on me because they know me, they don't know. They ain't never fucking been in a room with me. They don't know me. And I'm the most transparent bitch there is on the internet. And that's the problem. Like, they can't figure out, like, well, why it is. So they all these assumptions. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a news reporter. You can reach out to me anytime and verify a story. That's the reason why, my blog is so big. I can just call up pretty much any celebrity and ask them. I don't get paid to interview celebrities. I use the interviews as filler stories when I'm unable to perform, right? Entertain. So when you see all these little interviews, whether they're bullshit, whether they're big interviews, those are filler stories. But when I come and I sit down, I'm giving news, okay? The way that I do it. And there's a reason why the way that I do it is very different from others. And that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know very well my gifts, and I know very well my strengths and my weaknesses, okay? And my weakness is responding to bullshit. That's my weakness. My weakness is allowing myself to be gaslit, because when I'm minding my own business, taking care of my kids, and people are sending me lives, and I come in the live and I hear one part of the live, I'm triggered. I'm human too. I'm a cuss a bitch out. That's why I be on this internet cussing motherfuckers out, because I'm human. You understand what I'm saying? So, no, I'm not fucking going to prison. Like, and that's the shit. They took one fucking article and made all these assumptions. Did that article state anywhere? I should have did a contest that I was going to jail. Did that article state anywhere that I was in trouble? Did that article state that the other person was in trouble? It did not. It did not. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. You think we don't know? And I'm not saying that they can't pull no shit, but what I'm saying is I'm talking about the article at hand. There was a reason why the article didn't say what it said. And for people to make all these assumptions and oh boy, to be a lawyer, you should know. If the feds got something, they ain't going to announce it. They already got it. And if they going to do something with it, they going to do something with it. Ain't going to be no reporter letting people know ahead of time what's going on. When you hear Fed investigation, everybody know that. Guess what? You hear after they've made arrests, okay? You hear after that. Damn, that damn lady fucked up my damn lip. Anyway. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so people can call me, oh, she can dish it, but she can't take it. But listen, you put my name in your mouth. Don't get upset how I come back. Don't do that. But I truly felt bad about how I slaughtered his ass yesterday. And he did reach out. He reached out to me yesterday through email. He was like, hey, if I said anything that made you upset, I apologize. He said some other stuff, and I was just like, give me your number, because I'm not even about to do this bullshit. You could have did this before you went live. You could have did this and say, you know what, I'm going to reach out and see and get her side. You didn't even do that. At least the reporter that happened to be a Caucasian guy from the actual who wrote the article, when he did his research, when he pulled the same shit you could have pulled as a lawyer, reached out to me, and I declined to comment. What would you need me to comment for? I'm not about to go in on the shit that I get. That's my livelihood. Why would I comment on the shit that pays my bills? This is my livelihood. And can't none of you motherfuckers try to tell me otherwise. So I don't give a shit. It could be a reporter from the trial. It could be goddamn Fed agent. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a two shits. And just like I said, yes, during the R. Kelly trial, they tried to subpoena me. Matter of fact, they did subpoena me. And guess who got me out of that? My attorneys. My attorneys. I am a new entertainment news reporter. Why am I on stand? Why do I have to be obligated to turn over what I have? You're not gonna fuck up my livelihood while you go on to try cases based off of what you hear on the internet. You understand what I'm saying? My lane is very different from a Fed lane. My lane is very different from a Fed lane. And to all due respect, I understand the feds have a job to do, but at the end of the day, I do entertainment news in my own way. According to everybody out here, it's fake news. It's not real news. Okay. It's just this is just that. And you know what? People can give me, they feel like they can give me a taste of my own medicine, but do not feel bad if I come back at you. There's a reason why. And I'm not trying to be cocky. I know my strengths. I know my strengths. And let me tell you this, there's a lot of people that ain't made it past the threshold simply because of me hitting back. Okay? And so that's all that I'm saying. And to I know his real name, to Colin. I do apologize for talking about your sex life, talking about your dick game, calling you all types of names and stuff like that, speaking on what you do as a living. You have the right to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I was very triggered by you telling your audience, and I felt like you were gaslighting your audience, that I was, oh yes, she could go to jail. First of all, I'm protected by the First Amendment, and you should know that as an attorney. So what I'm saying, I'm still a little salty about it because, you know what I'm saying, because of the shit that was said and used. But it's okay. I understand people got to get their views the way that they can, but just know this, I've never gone down to get views. Okay. I tell legit stories and I entertain. Okay. And so I feel like if you are an attorney and this is the gift that you have, I think you should use it in a very non-biased way. And I felt like it was a lot of opinion in that live without you pulling the same facts that reporters are able to pull. And I feel like as a Black attorney in this Black sector that we need more truth versus bullshit and shit that just gaslights for views. I believe you have an advantage over what a lot of YouTubers have. You even have an advantage over me because you know the law. And you should use that in your commentary along with your personality to really get views. And you can take on some bigger stories, okay? There's so many politicians out here doing bullshit. Shit, we about to tap into on another platform, okay? And I just feel like it was very low of you to do that. And so like I said, I will be reaching out to him personally, because he did give me his number, and I will tell him the same thing that I've said publicly, but I still feel the way that I feel. And listen, if you put my name in your mouth, don't be surprised if I hit back. And there's a reason why I don't hit back at two of them, because that's how they get their views. Like, that's literally, they're like, oh my God, let me see if she's going to respond. Got that bitch. Oh yes, I got views, because on a normal day, it's 13,000 views. On a normal day, it's 13,000 views. The entire channel was built off of my name. Okay? So, and Angel, he probably did sound like he was in support of me. That's because a lot of the winos are pretty fucking lethal. Okay? And so I did see in the comments there was winos dragging his ass because this ain't the first time he's done this shit. And that's cool. You can talk about who you want to talk about. Don't get mad if I come back. But was I wrong yesterday for really going in on him like that? Yes, I felt really bad about it. I said, well, damn, I didn't even have to do him like that. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm capable of. I know what's true and what's not true. And it just really pissed me off that he's an attorney and he has the capabilities to reach out and really get the real story. How does he know that I wouldn't have came on his platform? How does he know that? I've had other YouTubers come to me and speak very highly of him. You know what I'm saying? Saying that he is this and he is that. But when I see him indulge in low vibrational shit, it's like, what are you using your degree for? What are you using your degree for? That's why I took it down. Because I was just like, you know what? This ain't even about that. I ain't mad at nobody. My check ain't stopped. Okay, my livelihood ain't stopped. I'm in my house. You understand what I'm saying? I'm doing what the fuck I gotta do. And I should not be triggered by bullshit like that. I shouldn't. But it's like black people who are actually educated, I'm educated in my field. Do I have a degree? I don't. Am I making that happen? I am. I don't talk about that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling nobody, what my future plans are, but am I making that solid? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's more things that's going to come out of this. And so, and I don't want it to be fucked up or tainted by people who are simply trying to get, a come up. And one person that I want to give fucking shout out to, I swear to God, this bitch came on the fucking internet and dominated in her news. Like, she ain't out here talking about low bright vibrational shit. She ain't no lawyer. I don't know what she does for a living, but she ain't doing this shit. And to see a brother that actually has a 20-year degree fuck around in the low vibrational black sector shit, feeding them bullshit just to get them to give him super chats, that shit is irritating. The plainest Jane. The plainest Jane. Can we say it again? Please type it. The plainest Jane ain't got to get into no beef with no motherfucking YouTuber for no views. She's probably the only one besides Storm. Okay? Larry Reed, that's a different sector. But I'm talking about these new YouTubers that are emerging, okay, that are really, really getting out here doing some big shit. Now, why is it that, to Colin, why is it that you have a girl who has no degree, no law degree, she's doing more research than you? And I feel like you are misusing your platform, especially if you are representing a race as a black attorney, because there's not a lot of black attorneys out here. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about the plainest Jane. She is the plainest Jane. She's a very beautiful, beautiful woman. Very smart woman, very intelligent woman. Let y'all tell it, I'm colorist, okay? I don't like light-skinned women even though I use white bitch or light-skinned love just to trigger a lot of the bullshit that's said out here online, okay? My sisters are light-skinned. My babies, the ones I would give my fucking life for. My best friend is white. I will beat 10 bitches' asses about her. But I use rhetoric that gaslights, because a lot of times when you do see educated black brothers, to the people who was like, why you so prejudiced? Why am I prejudiced? I call my black women black bitches. I call white women white bitches. I say what in the fuck I want to say. How I say it. The same shit you say when you ain't on camera. I just say the shit on camera. To all my white bitches, get your money. Get as much black dick as you want. Take the niggas off our hands that we don't want. Take the ones off our hands that we do want, but maybe they ain't right for us. Because you know what? God has a plan for all. And I don't feel that there is an agenda. And when you do have brothers like that are a lot of times pillow talking and gaslighting and being gaslit by white women, I got to call them out, because it happens every day. You don't see me laying down with a white man talking about how niggas ain't shit, and oh, look at you, the only reason I'm dating you is because you got good grades. You don't see that shit. You understand what I'm saying? And so all I'm saying is, shout out to, and I'm not even bringing the plainest Jane into this to put YouTubers against one another. I'm just pointing out how a new YouTuber has came on the grind, and she is literally getting legit views being original. There's another one, Paris Milan. She's not too new, but she's been out here for a minute. And when you go to her channel, you finna get some original fucking shit. Original fucking shit. Okay? She ain't piggybacking off of no motherfucking YouTubers. She ain't starting beef with other YouTubers. And there's a lot of out here that have potential, but instead of allowing the YouTuber that inspired them, because here's the thing, I think they mix up hate with inspiration. I need some water. I ain't had no water today. I think they mix up hate with inspiration, because a lot of times they'll start channels to comment on something that another YouTuber has said, which means you've watched the YouTuber. And what you do is, and I can mention her name, Tales from the Cult. I don't know her real name, but I've ran across her channel. I've seen a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, the reason you're sitting on YouTube is because a lot of what people say trigger you to respond. But instead of you taking that inspiration that inspired you to get a camera and get a microphone, you want to intend direct whatever your response is to the person, and then it starts a back and forth. It starts a ricochet instead of you really looking inside of yourself and saying that maybe I do have a voice to use in a better way. So it's basically when you hear somebody, this is how I found out I had a gift for talk. I used to be in church, and I would hear the pastors preach, and I would go to the scripture, and they tell me, and I never tell nobody this before. I used to go I used to look, go to the scripture. I read the scripture, and the pastor would interpret it. I'm like, this is not how you explain this. And they would sit there and do all these run-on sentences. They would be long-winded, going around in circles, hollering, hooting, hollering. I'm just like, people really in here taking time off of work to come and hear you speak, eloquent shit to inspire their lives, but instead, you making a mockery out of the bullshit. And that's when I figured out, and it started out as, I can say that better, or that's not what you meant, or you're wrong, to me translating that as, I'm supposed to have a space in talk, whether it's through preaching, whether it's through ministry, whether it's through entertainment news. But I chose the lane of entertainment news because this is what I most enjoy. So people are really taking that inspiration and using it wrong. Just like I took something that triggered me yesterday and used it wrong by cussing out that man. And I shouldn't have done that. I should have used that as a way to, let me figure out how to put out a message that not only explains everything, but empowers all instead of dragging him down. That's what I should have did. But I'm human and I get triggered and I do misuse my gift and my strengths. And guess what? It holds me back every time. Don't think that there are no consequences for me getting on this internet, indulging in bullshit, and I know that I should be going A instead of going to Z. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what the consequences are that's going to come from that, but I do know I felt like I couldn't sleep. I couldn't, function right. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to watch a movie with my husband yesterday because every night is our time. And this shit is on my mind because I'm like, you know what? I shouldn't have allowed myself to get triggered like that. People should be able to express their opinions. But I also feel that if you are black in this sector, we need bigger voices. Roland Martin and those guys they're gone. Oprah is almost done. And so we need other voices coming up in different areas. And it'll be nice if we can work together. But when I do see bullshit being fucking spent just to get, and you're getting money from people who clearly don't like me, and that's how you see yourself after spending 20 years in law, like that to me, that's low. And yes, this is a sideways apology because I do feel like I just felt like that I was wrong. Like how you act is how you act. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you act. That's on you. However, I shouldn't, regardless of what's being said, worry about what in the fuck somebody is saying, especially if it don't hit my pockets. And it hasn't hit my pockets in any kind of way. Does it affect me in other ways? Absolutely. Because could I been focused on something more positive, but I chose to indulge in something so fucking negative because I allowed my gift to be misused? That's some fucked up shit. Like, and that's wrong. And that's why I'm like up early. First thing on my mind should be brushing my motherfucking teeth. Okay? I should be doing fasting cardio right now. But I got to get this damn house ready because my housekeeper's coming and I'll start my day. And going about my day and figuring out what the fuck I'm gonna talk about during my next video. But instead, I got this bullshit on my mind. So, yes. And it's okay. People can hate. But I just, and I'm not, this is not an attack on Tales from the Cult. This is not. I could care less what she does. I just feel like if you have a voice and you have a way to reach people, use it to your advantage. There's so much money out here people, especially black people, can get. And why do you think, and this is no shade, this is the truth. I started getting advertisers at 50,000 subscribers. I had a plan. I had a detailed plan. The reason certain YouTubers connected with me, and I'm not going to say their names, was because they wanted to learn how I did that. But before they could get the secret, it's not even fucking a secret. Before they could get the information, they had already showed their true colors and backstabbed me. I have no problem showing people how to get money. I have no problem telling my advertisers, hey, maybe you should, because you'll notice a lot of advertisers that are on my platform are on Storms. I have no problem with that. I don't, because guess what? The more their message gets across, the better for them. I can give a fuck who has who. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a hater. And anybody that works with me knows that I'm not a fucking hater. Get your money. I will show you how to do it. My friends are always coming to me, Tasha, how can I make more money? What do I need? I be telling my friends what their gifts are. I need to start a show doing that shit. I really do, because I do it naturally off the camera where everybody in my circle, it could be anybody that I meet. I'm sitting here counseling them on how to use their gifts, because a lot of people don't even know what their gifts are. They don't. And a lot of times they know what their gifts are, but they haven't accepted that this is your role. We have a role for everybody. Just like feds are roles. People say, oh, they fucked up. They taking people livelihoods. That's their role. That's their role. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that need to be locked up. Sometimes they misuse their gift and get a little caught up in their ego and go after people just to go after people just to get their record numbers up so that they can move up politically? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, we do need everybody. So my thing is, like, I can look at somebody and tell exactly what your gift is by the way you move, by what you do, by what you put your energy in. And I do it. Like, I just helped my friend start a furniture business, a brand new furniture business. She's making $6,000 a day. She going from making nothing to $6,000 a day doing something that she actually loves. And she didn't even realize that she actually loved it until I showed her, this is what you do. This is how you do it. And now, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do this shit out here. I really, really give back. And when I see people who have the potential to really elevate motherfuckers indulging in low vibrational bullshit, it's irritating. The plainest Jane is fucking working. And that bitch ain't never said nothing negative about me to come up. Negative. But anytime there's a YouTuber, they either take two ways. They either don't know what the fuck they're doing, too scared to even put an opinion out there, or one, I'm just going to go after the big dog. And you don't even realize going after me has done nothing but elevate me, because I know this game. You will never take me down. No. And like I said, there's something so big I'm working on. It's two things. Like, what are you going to do? Nobody will be able to say a motherfucking thing to me. You know why? Because I put my money where my mouth was. And there's no shade. Back to, because I kind of went in circles there. There's a reason why certain YouTubers are not monetizing and are not making the kind of money that they should make, simply because they have misused exactly what's been given to them. They don't know. They're too busy focused on me as the enemy, not realizing these advertisers not putting money in your pocket is the enemy. Because you've made them view you that way because of your hate and disdain for a bitch that wouldn't even spit on you if you was on fire. On fire. So I'm being honest. I'm not a perfect person. I could be fucked up, or I could be a really good person. And yesterday I allowed myself, and I did it. Nobody told me to do it. I already had as soon as that motherfucker said, oh yeah, she going to jail, I had the fucking read written. I don't even write my reads down. I don't even write my reads down. Kaya writes her reads down. Everybody say Kaya better. Kaya writes that shit down, rehearses that shit, writes it again, scratches out. Let me say this. Bitch, I read off the top of my head. This is a natural talent. Imagine if I did try to write my reads down. I feel like they're not organic enough, because I don't want to be sitting there reading from a paper. I don't. But is she great at what she does? Fucking yeah, that bitch is a goat when it comes to dragging people. The way she puts her energy into dragging motherfuckers, I said, that's a gift. That's an art. And can't nobody get mad at that shit at all. Okay? At all. So I just want y'all to know, good morning. I hate to come on here with this, but I had to, because if I publicly slaughter somebody, I should be I should be woman enough to publicly apologize to a man. okay, to a black man first. I don't know if he's a father. I don't know if he's a husband. I don't know, but a professional. You understand what I'm saying? And I was wrong. I was wrong for the way that I handled that.